गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्बा त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथासम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकविवर्जितः। गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायामपरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि च मलनिर्मोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीताम्भसि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनम्। गीतासु गीता कर्तव्या किमन्यैः शास्त्रविस्तरैः या स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखपद्माद्विनिसृता भारतामृतसर्वस्वं विष्णोर्वक्त्राद्विनिसृतं गीता गङ्गोदकं पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् एकं शास्त्रं देवकीपुत्रगीतमेको देवो देवकीपुत्र एव एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं च यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवनारायण नमोऽस्तु ते कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि अस्तु. So in the previous class, we studied up until the 12th shloka, right?
Yes, ma'am. 12th shloka.
So 13. Go ahead, Bhavini.
Okay. गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यहमोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधीः सर्वाः सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयामि अहम् ओजसा पुष्णामि च औषधीः सर्वाः सोमः भूत्वा रसात्मकः गामाविश्य
Gam avishya, both are separate.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Gam avishya. Gam द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचनम् आविश्य ल्यप्रत्ययम् च अव्ययम् भूतानि द्वितीया विभक्ति बहुवचन धारयामि लट्लकारः धारयामि उत्तमपुरुषम् एकवचन अहं प्रथमपुरुष प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचन ओजसा सकारान्त
सकारान्त तृतीया विभक्ति
एकवचन पुष्णामि पुष् धातु लट् लकारः कर्तृप्रयोग पुष्णामि उत्तमपुरुष एकवचन च अव्ययम् औषधीः ओषधीः प्रथमा विभक्ति बहुवचन
द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचन there is द्वितीया विभक्ति बहुवचनम is also there, ekavachanam is also there. The ikaranta shabda will have similar forms.
सर्वाः द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचन सोमः प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचन
सर्वाः is बहुवचन
सोमः प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचन भूत्वा भूधातुः त्वान्तः रसात्मकः प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचन पदार्थः गां भूमिम् आविश्य प्रविश्य ओजसा बलेन भूतानि चराचराणि धारयामि वहामि रसात्मकः रस स्वभावः सोमः चन्द्रः ओषधीः फलपाकान्तानि सस्यानि पुष्णामि पोषयामि अन्वयम् अहं गाम् आविश्य च ओजसा भूतानि धारयामि रसात्मकः सोमः भूत्वा सर्वाः ओषधीः च पुष्णामि तात्पर्यम् अहं धूलीराशि तुल्याम् इमां पृथ्वीं सर्वदा दृढीकुर्वन् स्वबलेन भूतानि धारयामि अन्यथा सिकतारा शिवत् सिकताराविशत् इयं पृथिवी विच्छिद्येत। एवम् अहमेव रसरूपः चन्द्रः सन् पृथिव्याम् अस्यां जायमानानि सर्वाणि अपि व्रीहिमाशमुद्गादीनि संवर्धयामि। व्याकरणं रसः आत्मा यस्य सः रसात्मकः बहुव्रीहि समासः।
So here, yes, Bhagini.
व्रीहिमाशमुद्गादीनि. क्या बहनी? What is that, बहनी?
So that is
in the Tatparya last line.
Samvardhayami, that is, yeah. So basically that is the kind of texture, we can say, of the food. Different kinds of food, like how we say pancha bhakshiyalu. Means bhakshya, bhojya, lehya, choshya, and paniya.
Yeah.
So this relates to that.
Oh.
Vrihi, Masha, Mudgadini. So three they mentioned, and Adini means the Madalagu, like how we say Kalidasa Adi means Kalidasa and such poets. Like that. Here Adini means Vrihi, Masha, and Mud and such kind. Like that.
Okay.
So here basically what that represents is Bhakshya, Bhojya, Lehya, Choshya, and Paniya. We say no Pancha Bhakshya Paramannam.
Yes.
So when we have an Athithi and when we are serving them food, we have to make sure all these are there. So that will actually satisfy their how do you say, or maybe it nourishes them completely. So the purpose of serving food is to nourish the body, and through this the body will be nourished. So all these only when we provide all these the body is supposed to be nourished. So bhakshyas are those that are hard in nature, where chewing and biting are necessary.
Yes.
And bhojyas are little softer, so a little mushy, like rice. Whereas bhakshyas are hard snacks kind of thing, deep fried things. Bhojyas are soft. Lehya is something that you can lick, like honey.
Paste, like paste.
Honey or chutneys, things that you can lick, basically.
Yes.
No chewing is needed. Churnam kind of things. Choshyam is where you sip or suck or slurp, like rasam, kheer, such kind of things.
Yes.
And paniyam is something that you drink, like water, buttermilk, juices, directly drinking. No chewing, no slurping, no nothing. So these are the five kinds of things. So what this shloka is emphasizing on is, so gam, here gam is bhumi. So Paramatma is saying that I am entering this bhumi, ojasa, and with his energy, bhutani, characharani, dharayami, means I am bearing the weight of all these. Weight is not only the physical weight, but the responsibility of nourishing the characharas of this world. So he is taking the responsibility of nourishing us. So he is the Jataragni. He is the everything that is responsible, Jataragni for the food digestion, but similarly other whatever is needed, energy is needed for nourishing the rest of the body. But it starts with what we eat, right? Because food is essential for the Sharira to be nourished. So here that comes like about the Jataragni. bhutani dharayami, and rasatmakaha somaha oshadhihi means phalapakantani sasyani. Okay,
Yes.
so oshadhihi are the food items, sasyani, which
Yes.
provide us with the nourishment of,
Mm.
and that food items can be of various kinds, fruits or grains or vegetables or whatever it is. Pushnami, and I am nourishing.
Yeah.
Poshayami is nourishing.
Nourishing.
So here, Somaha, Chandraha, um, because of the sun, the fruits and vegetables grow, the food grows. But with the Chandra, what happens is the rasatmakata will be obtained to that food, through which the medicinal qualities is obtained by the food items. Like, say, for example, if we eat rice, we get some energy through the carbohydrate, and through the fiber, something else is happening. Through the husk, something else is happening. So all that nutritional value is added to it through Chandra. So it is not only through sun it grows, but it obtains that energy of nourishing Sarira through the Chandra. So
Oh.
apparently in Ayurveda, certain herbs will be dried in the moon rays
Oh.
to obtain that medicinal quality, to reach their full potential, like that. So that is a different science. But here we need to understand that Chandra is also equally important in the
Nourish.
nourishment.
Yeah.
Mm. So here it is being said, like, through my energy I am taking the responsibility of supporting the life in this world. Like that, we can say.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hmm. So Chandra takes a very significant role, not only Surya. Like, we normally think it is only the sun that helps in generating the life. But the energy, the nourishment comes from the moon, is what it is said here. Okay. So aham dhulirashitulyam imam prithvim sarvada dhridīkurvan swabalena bhutani dharayami. Anyatha sikatarashivat iyam prithvi vichchidyet. Vichchidyeta. So what is being said is dhuli rashitulyam. So this earth is nothing but dust. It is made out of dust, right? That is what we always say. Everything is dust. So that kind of Prithvi, I have Drudi Kurvan. I have established it through my energy. I made this dust which is unsettling to settle and be able to generate life. Otherwise, it is nothing. So that is what even our science says, right?
Yes.
Earlier, before the life formed, everything is like gases
Yeah.
or the dust. But only after certain things happened, life is established. So even the science also says the same thing. But how it does not say how life got into something that was originally dust. That was not mentioned in the science. So here Paramatma says that Prithvi is just basically dust. I have, through my energy, made it into um, more stable state to support life. Okay.
Yes.
So anyatha means if I had not used my energy to stabilize this dust on the earth, anyatha sikata rashivat iyam prithvi vichchidyeta. So sikata rashi means sand, a
That.
castle made out of sand. How does it collapse? It won't stay there like that forever.
Yes.
So like that, even this prithvi would have spread out, like all whatever material is there, it wouldn't have hold. Evam ahameva rasarupah chandraha san Prithivyam asyam jayamanani sarvanyapi vrihimashamudgadini sarva samvardhayami. Okay, so I only became that moon. So in everything, he enters into everything to make, to do whatever is to be done by that. So he is the sun to make things grow. He is the moon to make them nourish, to
Yes.
provide nourishment. He is the Paramatma who enters into the Jivatma, or his Amsha becomes the Jivatma and comes into existence here. Like that, he enters into everything to make this exist,
Yes.
to make this grow. So this Vrihimasha Mudgadini Samvardhayami. So why is it important for him to become this, to make it grow? Because that is how, the Soma is the one which is giving the nourishment to the Sasyani. Like
Yes.
that. Mm.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Anantaram, Aluvelu Bhagini.
आं भगिनि अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम् अहं प्रथमपुरुषा एकवचनं अस्मशब्दः वैश्वानरः प्रथमपुरुषा एकवचनं भूत्वा त्वान्तम् अव्ययं प्राणिनां षष्ठी बहुवचनं देहं द्वितीया भक्ति एकवचनम् आश्रितः त्वान्तम त्वान्तं कादु ता प्रत्ययम
Yes.
ता प्रत्ययम् प्राणापानसमायुक्तः प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचनं पचामि प्रथमपुरुषा एकवचनं पच् शब्दं पचामि अन्नं द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचनं चतुर्विधं द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचनं पदार्थः वैश्वानरः जठराग्निः प्राणवताम् आश्रितः प्राप्तः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः प्राणापानवायुसंयुक्तः चतुर्विधं चतुष्प्रकारं पचामि पक्वं करोमि अन्वयः अहं वैश्वानरः भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहम् आश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः चतुर्विधम् अन्नं पचामि तात्पर्यं चेतनाः यदन्नं खादन्ति तत् भक्ष्यं भोज्यं लेह्यं चोष्यं चेति चतुर्विधं वर्तते तत्र आपूपादिभक्ष्यं पायसादिभोज्यं गुडादिलेह्यं इक्षुदण्डादि च चोष्यमिति विवेकः चेतनानाम् इदं चतुर्विधमपि अन्नम् अहं जठराग्निः भूत्वा प्राणवायुम् अपानवायुं च अवलम्ब्य सम्यक् जीर्णीकरोमि व्याकरणं प्राणश्च अपानश्च प्राणापानौ द्वन्द्वः प्राणापानाभ्यां प्राणापानसमायुक्तः तृतीया तत्पुरुषः चतस्रो विद्धाः यस्य तत् चतुर्विधं बहुव्रीहिः
So here aham Vaishvanaraha bhutva praninam deham ashritaha means he is residing in the body in the form of Jataragni, which is also known as Vaishvanaraha. Pranapana samayuktaha, and works with the prana and apana. He will digest the food, which is of, here it is only the four forms are given. Normally we say panchabhakshya, so here chaturvidham, the food which is of four types, which the ones that we discussed earlier, the same bhakshyam, bhojyam, lehyam, choshyam and paniyam. Here the paniyam is mixed with maybe choshyam. That is why it is divided only in four kinds. So here also like this Vaishvanaraha. So this is also fire, but in a different form, like in the form of Jataragni. Bhutva, and with the help of the pranas residing in the body, he will help us digest. So basically, even for the food to be digested, if there is no help, whatever we eat, if it is not digested, if it is not absorbed by the body, digestion includes absorption. It is not only breaking it up, the complete process, the breaking up of the food, and then our juices being secreted, and then breaking them up even further, and then passing through the intestines where the actual absorption happens in the small intestine and the large intestine. All that process together is called digestion. So this digestion is possible only with the Paramatma taking in the form of Vaishvanaraha entering our bodies, and with the help of the two pranas,
Prana, apana, vayu.
prana and apana, helping us to digest and absorb the nutrition. Even we come across this all the time, like we eat, but when we check our levels, they are not as required, right? Sometimes there isn't enough calcium, there isn't enough vitamins. We get vitamin deficiencies. Why is it? Because whatever we are eating is not being absorbed completely. The body is not in a position to absorb that nutrition. So something is not complete. The process of the digestion is not complete. So even that has to be complete. Only then whatever we eat will be able to nourish our body. So there also, we need help. And several factors will be there, sometimes just physical factors, but of course, always, all that comes with a little bit of knowledge only. If we see, all this again goes to here the doctors will simply give the English medicine, simply will give you supplements, right?
Yes.
But if you just take the supplements without changing your lifestyle, will it work?
No.
It will not work.
No.
If you continue eating all junk food, and if we simply take calcium tablets, will our bones become stronger? No. Only your blood report will show calcium because it is in the blood.
Yes.
Because we are
Yes.
taking it every day, it is in the blood. So
But
blood
it's
report
not
will say,
absorbed by the.
huh?
It's not absorbed by the bones.
It
It's
is
only
not
in the blood.
absorbed by the bones.
Not by
Only
the
if it
bones,
is
yes.
absorbed by the bones, that is of some use to us. If it is
Then
not
the bones
absorbed, it
will
will
become
go and
stronger.
settle somewhere, because these are all
Yes.
physical particles. So they will go and settle here and there, and that is when we get other ailments like joint pains, because calcium has the tendency of going and settling in the joints. And there are
Yes.
cases where the bone grows near the joint for some people, and it will cause a lot of pain. That is all because of taking calcium tablets only. Many times people don't know that. Doctors won't tell that. If there is no absorption in the body, it will go and settle, and then we will get
Somewhere else.
problems like the bone is growing. Why will the bone grow? When the original bone does not have enough energy, how will new bone grow? So the bone is not the one that is growing. It is the calcium being deposited there near the bone, and it appears like the bone is growing. And then they will again say, we have to do a surgery to remove that growth. So all this is only complicating more things. And it all started with our body not being able to absorb calcium from whatever we are eating. For that, how to correct it? There are natural ways of correcting it. For vitamin
Sunlight.
D is needed for calcium absorption. So for that also, they will again give vitamin D tablet. But that also many times the body is unable to process, because vitamin D is not something that can be directly taking into the body. So that is the reason why we should sit in the sun for the vitamin D to be actually absorbed. There is a process that goes in within our body. So there is a protein, and there is the sun's rays through which a kind of substance is generated within our body, which when absorbed by the blood will be transformed into that vitamin D, which our body actually needs, through which our body can actually help our bones absorb calcium. And even within vitamin D, there are again two kinds. So this is all a very big, lengthy process. So it will not happen that you take a tablet and you can fix the vitamin D deficiency. It is not as simple as that. So for that, what is needed? Again, everything comes down to, again, the basic knowledge about how our system works, how our body works. And that is given very clearly in our Ayurveda texts. So without paying attention to how our body actually works, simply trying to substitute with superficial medication will not produce any good results most of the times. Okay, so coming back here, so this digestion, how important it is. Digestion includes absorption of the nutritions. So simply able to clear our stomach is not digestion. Whatever we ate, whether it is nourishing the body completely, whatever nutrition that substance has it been absorbed by the body, and are all the organs and all the whole body, is it being nourished completely? That is what is digestion. So that again the Paramatma helps. And when does he help again? Again, in everything, he does not blindly help everybody. Only when we are also taking care of ourselves, we are eating the right food, we are cooking it the right way, we are having some kind of respect towards that food while we are eating it, not simply eating. And that respect does not only mean simply eating it after taking a bath and all that. That is very important. But at the same
before
time,
eating, some people say this sloka. Aham Vaisvanaro Bhutva. Before eating, they are saying this sloka.
Yes, correct.
Otherwise Annapurne Sadapurne.
Correct.
Annapurna sloka. Yes.
And also, like visualizing the meaning of that shloka, whichever shloka we say, and revering that food. Like there are so many people who are unfortunate and do not have food. They are all starving. We are fortunate. So that reverence should be there. Simply putting everything in the plate, only eating half of it and throwing the other half, such things also are considered as not having reverence towards the food. And another thing is serving somebody before eating, even if it is ants also. Like any kind of bhuta, satisfying somebody else's hunger before we eating. So that kind of reverence should be practiced. So all that comes again with the knowledge of Paramatma Tattva Jnanam only, right? So respecting means looking at somebody else and looking like feeding the Paramatma within them. In that sense, if we have that kind of reverence to life, maybe they don't know the word Paramatma, they don't know that Paramatma is there within them, but at least they are able to see something in that other prani that makes them feed them before eating, right? That itself also is enough. That itself also will can be considered as that we have reverence towards another life. And again, eating what nourishes our body and not what puts our body into stress by eating that. So satvika aharam, basically, or whatever the body needs as per our duties. That is then only then the Paramatma will help us with the digestion. So somebody will ask, if Paramatma is helping with digestion, why am I having indigestion? Why am I having indigestion is because what I ate, what I did not do right. That we have to correct. Without correcting, we cannot simply
and eat
expect.
with a peaceful mind, not
Yes,
any distractions, without any distractions.
correct.
But some people are eating with seeing the mobiles or seeing TV, just like that.
Yes, everything matters. So all this, if we do, automatically we know, right? If all this is done, that itself is Paramatma. Like we are worshipping the Paramatma when we are showing so
Annam
much of
Parabrahma
reverence.
Swarupam.
Automatically, everything will get fixed and the body will be nourished in the right way. Okay. Anantaram?
Dhanyavad Bhagini.
Astu Bhagini. So I got a message on the screen saying that some update needs to be done with the Zoom or it can be disconnected. So if the meeting ends, I will try to log in again. Okay, just letting you know.
Oh, okay, Bhagini.
अनन्तरं
ओके भगिनि।
अल्लिराणि भगिनी।
भगिनि सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहं सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टः मत्तः स्मृतिः ज्ञानम् अपोहनं च वेदैः च सर्वैः अहम् एव विद्यः वेदान्तकृत् विदेवः च अहम्
वेदान्तकृत्
वेदान्तकृत् वेदविदेव
वेदवित् एव
वेदान्तकृत् वेदवित् एव
वेदान्तकृत् is one word, vedavit is another word, eva is third.
वेदान्तकृत् वेदवित् एव च अहम् सर्वस्य षष्ठी एकवचनं च मव्ययम् अहम् उत्तमपुरुष एकवचनं हृदि परमपुरुष एकवचनं सन्निविष्टः प्रथमा व्यक्ति एकवचनं सन्निविष्टः प्रथमा व्यक्ति एकवचनं मत्तः पंचमी एकवचनं मैडम
mattah we can take as avyayam because it is tasil pratyayam.
स्मृतिः प्रथमा व्यक्ति एकं ज्ञानं प्रथमा व्यक्ति एकवचनं अपोहनं प्रथमा व्यक्ति एकवचनं च अव्ययं वेदैः तृतीया एकवचनं च अव्ययं
तृतीया बहुवचनं
बहुवचनं तृतीया बहुवचनं सर्वैः तृतीया बहुवचनं अहम् उत्तमपुरुष एकवचनं एव अव्ययं वेद्यः प्रथमा एकवचनं वेदान्तकृत् प्रथमा एकवचनं वेदवित् प्रथमा एकवचनं एव अव्ययं च अव्ययम् अहम् उत्तमपुरुष एकवचनं सन्निविष्टः पदार्थः सन्निविष्टः संस्थितः स्मृतिः स्मरणम् अपोहनम् अपहरणं मत्तः मत्प्रभावात् वेद्यः ज्ञेयः वेदान्तकृत् उपनिषत्कारकः वेदवित् वेदाभिज्ञः अन्वयः अहं सर्वस्य च हृदि सन्निविष्टः मत्तः एव स्मृतिः ज्ञानम् अपोहनं च सर्वैः वेदैः च अहम् एव वेद्यः वेदान्तकृत् वेदवित् अहं सर्वेषामपि हृदये तिष्ठामि मत्प्रभावात् एव सर्वेषां स्मृतिः ज्ञानं तयोः नाशश्च अहमेव सकलैः वेदैः ज्ञेयः अहमेव उपनिषदां कर्ता अहमेव वेदज्ञश्च रामानुजमतं ज्ञानम् इन्द्रियलिङ्गागमयोगजः वस्तुनिश्चयः वेदान्तकृत् अंतकृति फलकृति वेदोदित फलस्य प्रदाता आत्ममतं वेदान्तकृत् ब्रह्मसूत्रकृत् व्याकरणं वेदानाम् अन्तः वेदान्तः षष्ठी तत्पुरुषः वेदान्तं करोति इति वेदान्तकृत् कर्तरि उपपत्तसमासश्च वेदान् वेत्ति इति वेदवित् कर्तरि उपपत्तसमासश्च మేడం
ఒక్క నిమిషం
మధ్యలో పోయినట్లుంది కదా.
అవును, అదే చెప్పాను కదా, అదేదో కొత్త వెర్షన్ అప్లోడ్ చేస్తే సో అగైన్ ఐ జాయిన్.
మళ్ళా జాయిన్ అవ్వాలా?
మీరు ఇప్పుడు వినిపిస్తున్నారు కదా, సో జస్ట్ ఉండండి, మళ్ళీ ఏం చేయొద్దు మీరు.
సరే సరే సరే.
మిగతా వాళ్ళు జాయిన్ అవుతారు. మీరు అసలు డిస్కనెక్ట్ అవ్వలేదా?
డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయితే మళ్ళా నేను లాగిన్ అయ్యాను.
ఓకే ఓకే, యా దట్ ఈస్ ఫైన్.
కాసేపు తిరిగి వచ్చింది కాసేపు.
ఓకే ఓకే. సో హియర్ వి హ్యావ్ అహం సర్వస్య చ హృది సన్నివిష్టః మత్తః ఏవ స్మృతిః జ్ఞానం అపోహనం చ సర్వైః వేదైః చ అహమేవ వేద్యః వేదాంతకృత్ వేదవిత్ చ. సో బేసికల్లీ Paramatma is saying, though he is present in everything, he is the Agni, he is the Chandra, the Ojas, everything, right? But still, he has a special place in the Sharira, which is the Hridi. So I am seated in the Hridi. Hridi Sannivishtaha. Why? Because he has again a special duty while in the Hridi. What is it? Smritihi, Mattaha, from me, everybody, or a Jiva with Paramatma Tattva Jnanam, or maybe not Paramatma Tattva Jnanam, maybe not completely, but at least who is on the right path. That is Smritihi. He will give them the Smritihi, Jnanam, and Apohanam also, depending on the person's sadhana. So we sometimes we see, we study a lot, we do a lot of abhyasa, but we keep failing. Why is that? Because we don't have the smriti, that memory is not there. We know what to do, but when the time comes, we are unable to do. So many people, while driving, they get absent-minded. Suddenly, afterwards, if we ask people who have been in accidents, they tell we don't know what happened. They don't see even something that is coming. Because during that time, that functioning of the brain, that smriti or the connection of the dots of that facts that they know what to do, but they are unable to do. So why such things are happening? Because that smriti, whether to give the smriti, whether to give the jnanam, whether to not give the jnanam, that is all decided by Paramatma, depending on the deeds of that particular person. Okay, so things kalisochindi, we say, like things are working out very well for a person, we say. They won't work out by accident. They work out because of whatever they have done previously. They are leading a life of dharma. They are they don't have any ill intentions towards anybody. So such kind of deeds will help us. Then God will help us by having the smriti of the things that we learn, so that progress is there. We can move up and up. Otherwise, we are always where we are. Many times they understand what needs to be done, how it needs to be done, everything, but they are unable to do. That smriti is not there. So right at the time of doing, again they will forget. Like, say for example, somebody is trying to overcome their anger, but again at that moment, again the same thing is happening. No matter how much they try, there is no progress, no matter how many years they have been trying to do that. So such things. But whereas other people, we are able to remember, okay, next time when I get angry, I have to do this. I have to try and stay calm, not react immediately. Take time, think it over, and only then talk. So initially, it will take a few trials for us to train our mind, but eventually we'll be able to do. So Paramatma will help us with that smriti. So next time when we get angry, we will remember what we wanted to do when we get angry. When I get angry, I should not speak immediately. I should wait until that anger subsides and then think why I got angry. What is it that the other person is doing, and I should explain it calmly. These are the things I want to do when I get angry next time. But next time again when I get angry, if I forget everything and again do whatever I did the last time, there is no use, right? So during that time when we are angry, I should be able to remember this. Now the prayatna is there, but sometimes I don't remember. Next time I will think, Arey, I thought so many times that I should, when I get angry, I should do this. Why am I unable to do this? A little bit is dependent on how we train our mind. When there is no dosha there in training the mind, then something else is there. But if our effort is really genuine in training the mind, then God will help us. Paramatma will help us. But if our prayatna itself is not genuine, then that apohanam will happen. Means that absence of that smriti. Okay? So all that is again dependent on our own deeds. So here aham sarveshamapi hridaye tisthami mat prabhavateva sarvesham smritihi jnanam tayoho nashascha. Tayoho nashascha. Tayoho means smriti and jnanam. So whether the presence of smriti and jnanam is there or the absence of smriti or jnanam is there is mat prabhavat. Whatever I do. Because of that, their smriti, jnanam or tayoho vinasha is dependent. Ahameva sakalaihi vedaihi jneyaha. So know that I am the Vedas. Ahameva Upanishadam karta. Ahameva Vedajnascha. Okay? Vedajnaha means no person who has the knowledge of the Vedas. I am the Vedas. I am the author of the Vedantas. And I am also the knower of the Vedas. So you should understand that. Okay? Anantaram. Anantaram. Surya Bhagini.
द्वाविमौ पुरुषौ लोके क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च क्षरः सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते द्वे इमौ द्विवचनं కదా ఇమౌ
ద్వౌ ఇమౌ అది యాంతావాంత దేశ సంధి
ద్వౌ ద్వివచనం ఇమౌ ఇదం శబ్దం ద్వివచనం పురుషౌ షకారాంత ద్వివచనం
అకారాంత పురుష
అకారాంతమైన పురుష అకారాంత ద్వివచనం లోకే సప్తమి ఏకవచనం క్షరః చ అక్షరః క్షరస్సు శబ్దం అవుతుంది ఇది
క్షర
అంతే అకారాంత శబ్దం క్షరః ప్రథమ ఏకవచనం చ అవ్యయం క్షరః
అక్షరః రెండోది
అక్షరః ప్రథమ ఏకవచనం ఏవ అవ్యయం చ అవ్యయం క్షరః ప్రథమ ఏకవచనం సర్వాణి ప్రథమ బహువచనం భూతాని ద్వితీయ బహువచనం
ప్రథమ బహువచనం ఇది కూడా కూటస్థః
ప్రథమ బహువచనం
ఏకవచనం
కూటస్థః ప్రథమ ఏకవచనం అక్షరః ప్రథమ ఏకవచనం ఉచ్యతే లట్లకారం ఆత్మనేపది ప్రథమ పురుష ఏకవచనం పదార్థః క్షరః వినాశి క్షరః అవినాశి భూతాని వికారజాతాని కూటస్థః శిలారాశిః ఇవ స్థితః అన్వయః లోకే క్షరః చ అక్షరః ఏవ చ ఇతి యమౌ పురుషౌ ద్వౌ సర్వాణి భూతాని క్షరః కూటస్థః అక్షరః ఉచ్యతే తాత్పర్యం అత్ర లోకే క్షరః అక్షరః చేతి ద్వౌ పురుషౌ స్థితః తత్ర క్షరః పురుషో నామ మహదాదిః భూతాంతః సర్వోపి కార్యరూపః రాశిః స చ వినాశి अक्षरः मायाशब्देन या व्यवह्रियते सा प्रकृतिः अयं निर्विकारत्वेन स्थितः कारणभागः माध्वमतं शरीरक्षरणात् चतुर्मुखादिजीवराशिः क्षरपदवाच्य आकाशवत् निर्विकारत्वात् शरीराक्षरणाभावात् श्रीः अक्षरपदवाच्या रामानुजीयमतं क्षरपुरुषः अचित् संसृष्टानि सर्वभूतानि अक्षरपुरुषः कूटस्थः अचित् संसर्गवियुक्तः मुक्तात्मा
Okay, so here dvau imau purushau loke kshara akshara evacha. Ksharaha aksharaha cha evacha. Ksharaha sarvani bhutani kutastaha aksharaha uchyate. So basically here what is being explained is of the existence. So in the existence there are everything in this world that purusha ante here not just the male aspect, gender aspect kadikada. Here the everything in this world that is perishable, like anything that is created is perishable, right? Whatever is existing in this world is perishable. If not today, at some point, everything is perishable. That is one purusha. The second, which is akshara, because it is perishable. Some are perishable in one day, some are perishable maybe in 1,000 years, but everything is perishable. So that is one, that is kshara. So the purusha is of two types, kshara and akshara. The kshara purusha is the perishable one, which is everything on this creation. Everything that is made in this creation. The second one, akshara, is nothing but the maya shakti of the Paramatma. And the third one is Paramatma himself. The third one is Paramatma himself. Okay, so that is what is being said here. Atra loke ksharaha aksharaha cha iti dvau purushau staha. Tatra ksharaha purushaha nama mahadadihi bhutantaha sarvaha api karyarupaha rashihi. So everything that is in this creation, that is ksharaha. Such a vinashi, that is destroyable at some point. Aksharaha maya shabdena ya vyavahriyate sa prakritihi. Okay, we all know that the prakriti is asat. It is not there forever. It is maya. Which we think is there. It is not there. That is the maya. So that is aksharaha. Ayam nirvikaratvena sthitaha karanabhagaha. Nirvikaratvena means without any kind of change. So I am or not I am, the maya shabda, the akshara which is the maya, nirvikaratvena sthitaha, that is always there. That maya is always there. There is no change in that. That illusion is always there. There is no change in it. So that is why it is akshara. And from that maya only this perishable world will come into existence. Like, let me explain this with the same example that we used before. So, in the dark, we saw a rope and thought it was a snake. Right? Now, the rope is there, but in our mind, there some illusion happened. Because of that illusion, the rope appeared like a snake. Now, so the snake came into existence in our mind. In our mind, we saw some snake. Kada. But is that snake real? It is not real. It is not real. But it came into existence. But it is not there. It is ante once the light is switched on, it will vanish. Ante once we obtain that knowledge, Paramatma Tattva Jnanam, then this Maya will be destroyed. But until then, the Maya is there. Until then, the Maya exists. The only thing that can destroy the Maya is Paramatma Tattva Jnanam. As long as that Paramatma Tattva Jnanam is not obtained, Maya will be there. So that is why it is called Aksharaha. Whereas Ksharaha is the things that we see in this state of Maya. We are in this state of Maya. So we see everything which are getting perished. Like today one tree is there, tomorrow it is not there. Like that. Those are all perishable things that are created in this creation. That is one level. That is also Purusha. That is one kind of Purusha. The next level is Maya. That is Akshara Purusha. The one that we are perishable things that we are seeing in this creation are Kshara Purusha. Whereas this is Akshara Purusha. And then the Paramatma. The third level is the Paramatma himself. The ultimate Purusha. So here, Kutastaha means illusion. Okay, here Kutastaha means illusion, which is Aksharaha. And Ksharaha is Sarvani Bhutani, everything that exists in this thing. So, so through this Maya only this perishable things come into existence. So we are seeing that snake because of that Maya, because of that illusion. And that snake exists as long as our illusion is there. As long as the light is not switched on, you keep thinking that it is a snake. Only when the light is switched on, that snake is gone. Like that, but that is a short-term thing. Maybe it will last for a few minutes. Because the minute we see something, then we go and switch on the light and it is gone. So we experience that for a very short period of time. But this Prakriti, this illusion, it will take very long to get rid of. Why? Because we have to obtain the Paramatma Tattva Jnanam. There, the Paramatma Tattva Jnanam is an electric light. In the case of a rope appearing like a snake, it is only a matter of light, a bulb, or a sunlight. Once the daylight comes in, then again it will be clear for us. So there we are not working on getting enlightened. But here, for this bigger picture, for this Prakriti, to break or to be destroyed, the only way that Maya can be destroyed is through Paramatma Tattva Jnanam. So until then, all this appears real. They are perishable, but they appear real. The bandhas, the attachments also, not only the things that have, but this attachment with things and everything under that, it is considered as Maya. Because of Maya, all these come into existence. And Maya is nothing but illusion. Because of the illusion, that snake appeared. But there is no snake there. It is only a rope. Like that, here also there is nothing there. This is all Brahma. But we think that it is all there because we are under that Maya. And that Maya can be broken only with the Paramatma Tattva Jnanam. Then we understand that we still there are there, but we will understand that these are all not real and these will vanish. These are not there forever. This is all the Maya created by the Paramatma. So that part we will understand. We will still be able to see, but the way we look at them is totally different. We will understand that these are not real. These are only like how when we are watching a movie. When we are watching a movie, what happens? Some people, they get so involved in that movie that they start crying and think about it for another 1 week. In that movie, that lady was so sad. She had to go through so many difficulties. They get very involved in that movie.
Exactly.
Though we know that is a movie. That person is acting. She's not really in any kind of sadness or any kind of trouble. Right? But still, some people get carried away, so involved into it that they really feel that really there is a person like that who is going through all those difficulties. But that is not true. So now some people will be under a state of mind that it is not true. It is only a movie. Okay, this actress acted very well. The director, picked a very nice concept. That analysis will come, right? If we are aware of the fact that this is only a story and the person is actually acting. So that is the difference. Now, some people are so involved in it to the point where they are personifying the characters, whereas other people are aware of the fact that this is only a movie, a made-up story. So they are analyzing it from a different aspect, looking at the positives and negatives and how it can be made better and things like that. While some people do not even want to waste time on watching what is not even real. So like this, how different people are looking at the same thing, but in different ways. Similarly, here also, the movie is still there, but whether we are choosing to see it or not, and even if we see how we are looking at it, depends on our state of mind, right? How we want to use that time that we have, or the analytical skills, where to put them, where not to put them, and why to put them. Analyzing a movie is not a bad thing, but why are we trying to use it? What is the purpose of it? A bigger picture, like that. So if it is going to help us in analyzing the behavior and all that. So like that, how different people are looking at the same thing differently. Like that, even within this world also, enlightened people look at the world in a certain aspect, whereas people who are still working on their sadhana but still are not there, they haven't reached the goal, the moksha point. The way they look at things can be a little different, because in this spiritual path, everybody is at a different level. It is a long path. So nobody can not everybody will be at the same, at 1 point or 2 points. There are so many levels, we can say. Everybody is following their own pace. So there is no right or wrong, but it is a fact that people are at different points. Now, when journey starts, that is it is common for one to walk at a faster pace and others to walk at a slower pace, right? There is nothing wrong or right there. Everybody is in their own pace. Now, every morning people will be doing morning walks in the park. Everybody will have their own pace. There is nothing wrong and nothing right. Whatever works for you, you have to do. Some people need that faster pace. Some people need that slower pace. So both are correct for their respective people. Like that, even the spiritual path is also, everybody is in their own pace, depending on what they have done before, depending on how much they are doing the sadhana in bringing that manas under control, whether they are putting in an effort to do that or not. So depending on so many factors, everybody is in their own pace. So the way they look at the world can differ. But ultimately, the fact is that this whole thing is Maya. And how soon one sees it or how soon one does not see it depends on their individual journeys. Okay. But the Paramatma is just mentioning the fact that this is how it is. And these are also called the Purusha. So the Purusha here has several meanings depending on the context. And for everything that is in Prakriti also, like it is considered as one level of Purusha, the Kshara Purusha. The Maya is the Akshara Purusha. Paramatma is the ultimate Purusha, Uttama Purusha. That will come in the next shloka. Then Toshali Bhagini.
भगिनि उत्तमपुरुषस्त्वन्यः परमात्मेत्युदाहृतः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य बिभर्त्यव्यय ईश्वरः उत्तमः पुरुषः तु अन्यः परमात्मा इति उदाहृतः यः लोकत्रयम् आविश्य बिभर्ति अव्ययः ईश्वरः उत्तमः प्रथम पुरुष एकवचन प्रथम एकवचन पुरुषः प्रथम एकवचन तु अव्यय अन्यः अव्ययः परमात्मा
Anyaha is there, no? So Pumlinga Prathama Ekavachanam.
यस परमात्मा प्रथम पुरुष एकवचन प्रथम एकवचन इति अव्ययः उदाहृतः प्रथम एकवचन यः प्रथम एकवचन लोकत्रयम् द्वितीय एकवचन आविश्य लेवंत बिभर्ति प्रथम पुरुष एकवचन ईश्वरः प्रथम एकवचन पदार्थः परमात्मा परब्रह्म उदाहृतः कथितः ईश्वरः प्रभुः लोकत्रयं भुवनत्रयम् आविश्य प्रविश्य बिभर्ति धारयति अन्वयः उत्तमः पुरुषः तु अन्यः परमात्मा इति उदाहृतः अव्ययो यः लोकत्रयम् आविश्य बिभर्ति तात्पर्यम् आभ्याम् उभभ्यामपि भिन्नः अन्यः कश्चित् पुरुषो वर्तते सः उत्तमः पुरुषः स एव परमात्मा यः त्रीन् अपि लोकान् व्याप्य तान् बिभर्ति एवं कार्यभूतः पदार्थः महदादिः क्षरः कारणीभूता प्रकृतिः अक्षरः ताभ्यां व्यतिरिक्तः उत्तमः पदार्थः परमात्मेति भागत्रयम् माध्वमतं क्षराक्षराभ्याम् उत्तमः पुरुषस्तु भूर्भुवस्वरिति लोकत्रयमाविश्य धत्ते रामानुजीयं मतम् उत्तम पुरुषः अन्यः परमात्मा व्याकरणं लोकानां त्रयं लोकत्रयं षष्ठी तत्पुरुषः
तो उत्तमः पुरुषः तु अन्यः अन्यः परमात्मा इति उदाहृतः यः लोकत्रयम् आविश्य बिभर्ति अव्ययः ईश्वरः. Okay, so basically whatever we discussed earlier, so the third Purushaha is the Uttama Purushaha. Okay, the Paramatma. So the highest self. He is also called, the Uttamaha Purushaha is called Paramatma, the highest self. Yaha Lokatrayam Avishya Bibharti Avyayaha Ishvaraha. So he is all pervading, means he is there in all the three lokas. He is not there only in one loka like the Jiva. He is there in all the three worlds.
Maya is Kshara, isn't it, Bhagini?
Akshara.
Maya, Akshara.
And the
God is, Paramatma is?
Uttama Purusha.
Uttama Purusha.
Uttama Purusha. And the first one is Kshara is, what is Kshara?
Kshara.
The Sarvani Bhutani. Whatever is in this Prakriti, created. Whatever is created and which is perishable. Whatever exists.
Kshara means it is... Kshara means Vinashi. It will... Yes, I got it.
Akshara is Avinashi.
Avinashi.
Which
but
is
Maya is Akshara only, no? It is only a momentary illusion.
Not that moment. That is what I was telling earlier. In the case of the rope appearing like a snake, it is only a moment.
Yes, that is not permanent.
That is not permanent. But it is not permanent. It continues to be that illusion. You will have that illusion until the light is switched on.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
That is a very bhautika example. And normally that will not take us more than several minutes. Okay, the minute we see and think that it is a snake, the first thing we do is to try and switch on the light.
Yes.
Then it will be clear it is not a snake. That is over in, that is why you feel that it is momentary.
Yes.
But that moment in our lives is forever. It will take several lives for us to obtain that light.
Oh, okay.
That light is nothing but Paramatma Tattva Jnanam. So until we obtain the Paramatma Tattva Jnanam, we are in that illusion. Right now we are in illusion. We are thinking that this whatever we have around us is real. Right? Whatever we have around us is real. Though we technically know it is not real, when we are behaving, when we are carrying on with our daily lives, we are behaving like it is real. We are worrying about tomorrow. We are worrying about our children. We are working towards certain things with attachment. So all these are examples to say that we are in that illusion.
Yeah, that illusion is going on.
Though we are aware, because we are studying these shlokas and repeatedly saying that whatever is around us is not real, we theoretically know that this is not real. But knowing theoretically and actually living according to that are two different things. If we really feel that, if we really are clear in our mind that this is all illusion and we are able to overcome it, then we should not be so attached to all these, right?
Yes.
But we are still trying to protect what is ours.
Yes.
So that itself shows that we are still under this illusion. We are not ready to let go. We are still protecting ourselves, our properties, our people. Everything is still happening. Now, a person with that kind of detachment or Paramatma Tattva Jnanam will not struggle so much. That is why they go into the forests and lead life like the Raghuvamsha kings. They have such big kingdom. They hand it over once the child is ready, they hand it over to them and move on to the forest.
Yes.
Why are they being able to move on to the forest? Why are they not staying back? Because they know that that is all only a responsibility. It is an illusion. Now I have done my duty and let me move on in my spiritual path. So, but you should not by force end your life. You should not by force end your life. You should endure it because there is a reason for us to have this sharira. Through this sharira, we have to clear our karmas. So until we clear our karmas, this sharira, for us to be able to clear our karmas, this sharira is given. So we have to continue this journey.
Yes.
But again, we also studied of people who have attained siddhi even while in the sharira. That is also there again. Because of certain things, they had to stay longer in the Sharira, though they obtained the Siddhi. They had another purpose. So that is also one thing. So some people, though they attain the Siddhi, are still in the Sharira because they have some other purpose, bigger purpose. But for normal people, we are in as long as we are in this Sharira, we are under illusion. Normally, I'm telling. Of course, the great sadhakas will reach a point where they are able to obtain the Paramatma Tattva Jnanam. But I'm talking about the majority of the people. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Again, if we discontinue, then we'll stop. It is saying again it will discontinue. Every 40 minutes it will go for until I upgrade this Zoom app.
Okay. Okay.
So shall we continue or shall we stop?
Till it goes. Let us.
Okay. Okay. So then Jayprada Garu? Leru. Okay. Lakshmi Bagini.
भगिनि यस्माक्षरमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रतिथः पुरुषोत्तमः यस्मात् क्षरम् अतीतः अहं क्षरात् अपि च उत्तमः अतः अस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः यस्मात् पंचमी एकवचनम् क्षरम् प्रथमा
द्वितीया एकवचनम्
द्वितीया एकवचनम् अतीतः प्रथमा एकवचनम् अहं प्रथमा एकवचनम् क्षरात् अक्षरात् अहम् अक्षरात् पंचमी एकवचनम् अपि अव्ययम् च अव्ययम् उत्तमः प्रथमा एकवचनम् अतः अव्ययम् अस्मि उत्तमपुरुष बहुवचनम् लोके एकवचनम् लोके सप्तमी एकवचनम् वेदे सप्तमी एकवचनम् च अव्ययम् प्रतितः प्रथमा एकवचनं पुरुषोत्तमः प्रथमा एकवचनं पदार्थः क्षरं क्षरपुरुषम् अतीतः अतिक्रान्तः अक्षरात् अक्षरपुरुषात् उत्तमः अतिशयितः प्रतितः प्रसिद्धः अन्वयः यस्मात् अहं क्षरम् अतीतः अक्षरात् अपि च उत्तमः अतः लोके वेदे च पुरुषोत्तमः प्रतितः अस्मि तात्पर्यम् अहं नित्य मुक्तत्वात् क्षरं पुरुषम् अतिक्रान्तः इति पुरुषोऽस्मि नियामकत्वात् अक्षरपुरुषात् उत्तमः इति उत्तमोऽप्यस्मि तदेवं पुरुषश्च उत्तमश्च इति हेतोः अहं लोके वेदे च पुरुषोत्तमः इति प्रसिद्धिं गतोऽस्मि.
So here yasmat ksharam atitaha aham. So here how is the anvaya given? Yasmat aham ksharam atitaha aksharat apicha uttamaha ataha loke vede cha purushottamaha prathitaha asmi. Okay. So Lakshmi Bhagini is there. Lakshmi Bhagini, you can continue.
Bhagini.
So you read this actually.
Yeah,
So,
yasmat
aham ksharam atitaha aksharat apicha uttamaha ataha loke vede cha purushottamah prathitaha asmi. So here prathitaha. So I am declared as Purushottama. Yasmat. Why? Because ksharam atitaha. I have transcended. I am
overcome.
And similarly over aksharat also. That is why by the world And here by the world, it means like devotees or sages, such people. Loke, and in the Vedas also, I am declared as the Purushottama. By all the scriptures, I am declared as the Purushottama. Aham nitya muktatvat ksharam purusham atikrantah iti purushah asmi. Niyamakatvat akshara purushat uttamah iti uttamah api asmi. Tadevam purushah cha uttamah cha iti hetoho aham loke vede cha purushottamah iti prasiddhim gatah asmi. So, because he has surpassed the perishable and the imperishable. And what is the imperishable here? The Maya. So he is beyond the perishable and the imperishable. So that is why he is declared as Purushottama, the ultimate Purusha. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So shall we stop here?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ओम शांति शांति शांतिः नमस्कार भगिनी धन्यवादः सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः धन्यवादः शुभरात्रि
धन्यवादः शुभरात्रिः सर्वेभ्यः धन्यवादः
धन्यवादः भगिनी.
धन्यवादः शुभरात्रि सर्वेभ्यः.
Thank you so much.